Okay, hi all. Today we'll be discussing on a topic that is analysis of beam. Okay, generally this is analysis of RC beam. I'll be writing analysis of RC beam. Okay, we'll be discussing with the problems, that is how to calculate the capacity of beam in any of the building, any of the existing building. Suppose you are going to construct another flooring over that beam, that you are going to construct a wall over that beam. In that case, what should be the capacity? Okay, before constructing, you must know the capacity of that beam. Okay, so that here in this one I'll be taking a problem. Okay, so in a building, for example, I'll be taking a building. Okay, in that building, okay, we have a beam of size 250 mm by 550 mm. Okay, so I'll be drawing this one, 250 mm by 550 mm. Okay, so this is 250 mm and this overall depth is 550 mm. Okay, so this is the given data. Okay, that is given data means the existing beam. Okay, you treat this as a existing beam. Okay, so it carries 4 bars of, suppose if it is carrying 4 bars of 22 mm dia. Okay, so at bottom we have 4 bars of 22 mm dia, 1 2 3 and 4. Okay, the dia of these bars are 22 mm. Okay, actually these are not available at the market. Okay, sorry. Okay, still, okay, we are taking example, so it is hash 422 mm. Okay, and next, apart from this, okay, the grade of concrete and grade of steel in this beam is, grade of concrete we are taking M20 and grade of steel Fe 415. Okay, here I'll be taking Fe 415. Okay, apart from this, okay, he said to calculate. Okay, these things are given. This is the given data. You don't know whether it is singly or doubly, doubly reinforced beam. Okay, in last class or last session, okay, we have discussed on singly and doubly. Okay, how to differentiate singly and doubly. Okay, so here he has given these many data, and we can easily calculate. Okay, the problem is there. Actually, I have a condition, or I have a problem. Okay, in that you need to find out the moment capacity, that is unknown value. Next one, the tension capacity of the beam, or tensile stresses, tensile force carrying capacity of the beam, compressive force carrying capacity of the beam, as well as the effective span of the load of the beam, the total load carried by the beam. Okay, and here he has also given the span of beam, that is 6 meter. He has mentioned that the span of this beam is 6 meter. Okay, so using these things you can easily calculate. I am not supposed to write this is Cu and Tu. Okay, instead of I'll be writing C and T. Okay, so this is the given data. Okay, that M20 grade concrete is given, Fe415 steel, and length is 6 meter, and here he has given B, breadth is equal to 250 mm. I'll be writing here breadth is equal to 250 mm, and here capital D is equal to 550 mm, that is overall depth of the beam is 550, and the effective depth. Okay, suppose if I am taking the effective cover of 50 mm, so D minus D dash, I will be getting D minus D dash, I will be getting value of D, that is 550 minus 50. Okay, that is small d is equal to 500 mm. Okay, this is all about the given data. So I'm supposed to find out the value of mu, this one, T, C, and W. Sometimes the lever arm, or if you want you can find out the lever arm also. Okay, in this way we'll be finding the conditions. Okay, obviously the beam will have the anchor bars also. Okay, top anchor bars. Along with that, I'm not supposed to only show the main bar and distribution. Okay, so here what I will do, I'll be showing, okay, the anchor bars as well as the stirrup. Okay, so on either side of the beam you will be getting a cover, or either side of the reinforcement you will be getting a cover. Okay, so effective depth, effective cover we have taken 50 mm. Okay, this is the present case. Okay, before that I must know whether it is singly or doubly. Okay, before finding the moment of resistance I must know whether it is singly or doubly. Okay, here what happens, before finding these singly and doubly, I must calculate what exactly the given data is given. Okay, what is the given data? Okay, here another parameter he has given, that is AST value. AST, how much you got? How much you got? There are 4 numbers of 22 mm dia. Okay, actually 22 is not available presently in the market. Okay, still he has given in the problem. Okay, I'll be taking that one. Okay, 22 mm die. Okay, four numbers of 22. What is the area of one bar? If it is circle, area of circle is pi by 4 d square, and there are 4 circles, that means 4 bars are there. Okay, so the total area of this these bars are 1520.53 mm square. Okay, this is the total area of the reinforcement which is provided. Now here whatever data I am taking, okay, you think that it is in any of the building, either it may be a residential, commercial, whatever it may be. Okay, so this beam is there, existed beam is there, so that width of that beam is 250 mm, depth is 550 mm, and it is provided with 4 numbers of 22 mm dia, and the span of that beam is easily you can measure, right? Easily you can measure using tape. You can measure its width, depth as well as length. Okay, and grade of concrete you can conduct a rebound hammer test or any of the non-destructive testing equipment, okay, to find out the grade of concrete. And Fe415 steel, if suppose those who constructed this house might or any of the building might know about the grade of steel they are used during the construction. Okay, these many data to be considered, these many data to be taken, okay, to calculate its a capacity. Okay, whether how much moment it will carry, how much load it will carry. Okay, that I need to find out. Okay, suppose, okay, this is the beam of a ground floor, I am going to construct another floor over that one. In that case, okay, I'll be finding the capacity of the beam. Okay, so simple thing. Okay, so what I will do here, okay, first I'll be finding the equation, okay, from page number 96, IS 456 2000. Okay, so in that we have equation XU by D. Okay, XU by D is equal to XU by D is equal to 0.87 Fy AST divided by 0.36 FCK BD. This is the equation to be used to find out value of XU by D. Okay, so here, okay, so unless until you calculate XU by D and XU max by D, okay, XU by D and XU max by D, you cannot able to judge whether it is singly or doubly. Okay, or you need to calculate, or either you need to compare it with mu and mu limit. Okay, in the present problem you don't know mu, so I'm going to judge only whether it is singly or doubly beam, okay, based on XU and XU max by D value. Okay, for that what I will do, I will be finding XU by D. XU by D is equal to 0.87. Fy is the grade of steel which is used, it is 415, into AST is already we have calculated 1520.53. This is 1520.53 divided by 0.36. FCK is 20, B is 250 mm, effective depth is 500. Okay, here you can check. B is 250 mm, effective depth is 500 mm. Okay, so easily you can find out, right? So using this, so I'll calculate XU by D. When you solve this one, okay, you'll be getting value of XU by D is equal to 0.60. Okay, so when XU max by D is equal to, okay, when you visit or when you check the code, especially page number 70, I think, okay, XU max by D for FE 415, okay, this is from IS 456. For FE 415 grade steel, XU max by D value is 0.48. Okay, so here what I will do, I must check whether it is under reinforced or over reinforced, okay, or singly or doubly. Okay, easily you can find out, right? So this is here XU by D is greater than XU max by D. Okay, from this we can easily conclude, okay, MU and MU limit. That means here MU, based on this I can judge, okay, MU may be greater than moment of resistance, may be greater than limiting moment of resistance, okay, MU limit. Okay, so because of this condition, okay, I'll be finding, instead of MU I'll be finding MU limit. Okay, so because the top reinforcement he has not given, okay, so I'm not supposed to find out MU here. Okay, only he has mentioned the bottom reinforcement, okay, that is AST has mentioned. Okay, but the condition says that it is a doubly reinforced beam. Condition says that over reinforced or doubly reinforced beam. Okay, so he has not given the top reinforcement, what exactly the top reinforcement used in this beam. Okay, because of that I'll be only calculating, okay, I am supposed to calculate MU. This MU is equal to MU limit, that is M1 plus M2. Okay, so M2 is based on the reinforcement provided on the compression side. Okay, he has not given the reinforcement provided in the compression side. Because of this I am only calculating value of M1, that is 0.138 FCK BD square. 0.138 FCK BD square. Okay, this is nothing but 0.138. Why I am taking 0.138? We have table based on the grade of steel. If it is Fe 250, Fe 415, Fe 500. For Fe 250 it is, for Fe 415 it is Fe 415 0.138 FCK BD square, and for Fe 500 it is 0.133, and for Fe 250 0.148 FCK BD square. Okay, these things will be taken into consideration, whereas in our condition, our problem, we have this one Fe 415. That's why I am taking 0.138 FCK BD square. Okay, so FCK is 20, B is 250, small d is 500 square. So total how much you got? When you calculate, you got 172.2.5 into 10 to the power of 6 Newton mm. Okay, I'm supposed to write it in kilonewton meter. Okay, so MU limit is equal to 172.5 kilonewton meter. When you convert Newton mm into kilonewton meter, it will be 10 divided by 10 to the power of 6. Okay, so this is the way to calculate mu limit. Okay, suppose if he has not given the top reinforcement or compression reinforcement, even though it is over reinforced. Okay, if you are not able to judge the top reinforcement, easily you can predict the lesser capacity. Okay, so apart from that, we need to calculate many more things, that is C and T. Okay, so this will be in the next session. Okay, we'll discuss in the next session. Thank you.